Welcome back. I'm Connie Sokol, your host, and I have a fun new twist on the treats that we give you in our weekly podcasts. We have a new mini series that we are offering, and I could not be happier because one of the biggest things that I hear from women, especially, is I hate goals and I don't know how to achieve them because all I do is feel like I fail. If you've ever felt that way, today we are flipping that script and we're going to help you love goal setting and we're going to help you love to achieve the wonderful life that you desire to create because we have today with us a goal and accountability expert, Ashlee Stratton. Hi, Ashlee. Welcome today.
Hi, thanks for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
We love and adore you. I mean, when you want to talk about perky meets professional, that's Ashlee. And she has got the goods. She loves and lives and breathes goals and accountability, but not the kind that you got to be all check, 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 check. The kind that make you excited to get out of bed, the kind that make you feel like this matters in my life. So let's talk about that for a second. She's been doing this forever and a day, where she's been doing goals and accountability coaching. And now she is actually certified with the Disciple Thought Leader program as an ambassador to be able to teach this to you at large. She also went through the global leadership training from the company called Becoming Your Best You. You're probably familiar with that. And she's also the recipient of the Carnegie Communication Award. She's a mother of 4 and she is spunky. So let's get to this, Ashlee, because there's so many people have this love-hate relationship with goals. So where did this start for you? How did you make not just peace with this, but joyful noise with this, where you love this topic?
Well, I've gone on the roller coaster of goals. Done the love-hate relationship too. So it kind of started back in my late teens and early 20s when I wasn't married and I was single and I could go after any goal I wanted and accomplish all of them because I was the only person I was responsible for. And I was a really motivated person at that time in my life. I was going after all the things and I was speaking, I was going after my dreams, and I just really drank from that cup of tea of go after what you want to do and just put pedal to the metal and make it happen. And so then I had kids.
End of that chapter. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. And it rocked my world, to say the least. I still had this passion and desire inside of me to set and achieve goals, even after I had kids, and thought that I could and thought that I could do it all. So I would set goals and I'd run into a brick wall, and I'd set a goal and some kid would come and interrupt me. And what was supposed to take 30 minutes, what I'd planned for it would take 2 hours. And I actually ran into one failure after another because I couldn't figure out how to go after my goals, my dreams, and still balance the family life. And so after having 4 children, I started seeing other moms who were going after their goals and actually achieving them and putting their most important things first, like their faith and their family. Because for me, there's no goal that is so important that should take the forefront of my faith and my family. And so I really wanted to know, how are these moms doing that? And so about 2 years ago, I started an Instagram account and started interviewing moms who were going after their goals and still trying to put those most important priorities first. And I started looking for patterns and searching for what that is so that I can share that with other women. And so that's kind of how I got started on this process, was my own journey in wanting to accomplishing my goals, but didn't know how. And now I'm finding those tools, finding the patterns that these women are doing, and going after my own goals and continuing my leadership training and coaching, and doing my best to help share that with other women so that they can go after their goals and still put their faith and family first.
I love it. Absolutely love it. And you can feel that passion that you found some of those patterns, some of those principles that can help. And now you're speaking, you're teaching it, you speak at retreats, conferences, and you're sharing these concepts. Is there one main concept that you feel so strongly about in helping women to be able to balance this personal and professional and still feel the joy of being able to go after their core purpose, those things that are just light them up inside, and yet they kind of feel like, I don't know if it's okay for me to still try to keep pursuing? Is there one tip that you can give that will give them a little Costco sample of the things that you're going to be teaching in this mini series of how they can step by step make that happen?
Absolutely. I had the opportunity when Stephen Covey was still living to go and hear him speak. And I'm one of those people that, like, when you hear someone speak, you go, and if you like the speech, you go up and talk to him afterwards. And so I went up and talked to Stephen Covey after he was done speaking. And I asked him, I said, if you could only give someone one piece of advice, going after their goals or dreams, what would that one piece of advice be? And he said, plan your weeks. And I was so shocked by that idea. And I think a lot of women don't plan their whole entire weeks. They don't have effective time management. And so their most important priorities, like their faith and their family or trying to go after their goals, are slipping through the cracks because a lot of moms just wake up and, actually probably a kid wakes them up and then they just go about their day, and doing whatever flies at them. One kid's hungry, one kid needs to be taken to basketball practice, and they're just doing whatever's coming at them and they just take it by the seat of their pants. But if they had stopped on Sunday night and taken some time, 1 hour, solid hour, to plan their most important priorities first. Like, yes, getting your child to basketball practice is an important priority, and scheduling that in, saying, okay, now where can I find the time in my week, looking ahead at my schedule, to put in some time to work on my goals. And I guarantee if you will spend that time to plan your weeks, like Stephen Covey said, you will be able to be successful in your goals and your dreams if you just take a little bit of time to have some time management. So that is something I feel so passionate about.
You are spot on. And I can be second witness on that because people have asked me, how have you written 18 books? And I'm like, at art lessons, at ballet, where they didn't let us in the room, pulling up my laptop and just doing 30 minutes, which doesn't seem like it'll do very much, but little drip system, drip by drip, it actually did make a difference. And even elongating that of involving my family, I've found chunks where I can connect with my other kids, being able to say, okay, she likes to go to the gym. Well, let's go do our workout together early in the morning. And let's go do this together with another child, where it's that active planning. You're absolutely right. That will actually create that beautiful, flourishing life, not just I'm getting by an existing life. Love it. Yes. Let's just do our last thought here and wrap this up really quick, because there is so much more in all the little mini series interviews that she's doing. And we'll talk about specifically what you can look forward to in just a second. She'll let us know. But this last question, I know you're speaking at retreats and you're co-hosting them. These retreats for women are specifically designed to help them to define their purpose and know how to effectively share their message that they feel called to share, either as a speaker or a writer or as a media presence. What has that been like for you? What have you seen women be able to do or become by engaging in these kind of retreats or leadership circle things that sometimes women are hesitant to do? What kinds of things have you seen? What kind of changes have they been able to make?
Okay, one, I think the most important thing is surrounding yourself with people who want to move and grow and do, if that's something that you want to do. Hands down, that is probably one of the most important things that you could do. If you want to set yourself on a goal path, go join a retreat, go join the mastermind, and be buoyed up by those types of people. We've seen people come to the disciple thought leader retreats like deer in the headlight, where they don't know why they're there or what they're doing. They just know they want to grow and move forward, right? And they leave with a personal purpose, and a vision for their year ahead, and they know exactly where they're going so that they can hit the ground running. We've seen people go from having absolutely nothing to launching a full-on successful business just in a few months' time, or to go and finding their perfect job that they've always been looking for, and especially just to help people in their little unique field, even if it's just redoing someone's house, that needs help, and finding that one person that they can go out and help. I think it can be on so many different levels. It doesn't have to be on a huge, broad scale, but a lot of people have been able to make a difference where they stand, just by going to a retreat, just by attending a retreat. It's been absolutely incredible to see.
Oh, amen. Absolutely floors me what we are capable of if we will just put focused, intentional effort into it. Love it. Now tell us, because I'm sure people listening are like, sign me up. Where do I go? I want to hear the scoop. So what's this mini series? What can they look forward to in this 7-part mini series?
So the biggest thing that I'm focusing on is I'm interviewing moms who are going after a dream or a passion of theirs. I think there's so many moms out there who have something inside. Maybe you haven't even told anybody that you think, oh, I really want to write a book, or I really want to go and run a marathon, but maybe you're just keeping that inside of you. Or maybe you have told other people. I really think a lot of moms have a dream inside of them. And I'm interviewing moms who have gone after the dream, and they are still putting the most important things first. That is the kicker, is that they're still making time for their faith, and they're still making time for their family, and still being well-rounded individuals, because again, nothing would be so important to sacrifice those most important priorities. So that's the focus of this 7-part mini series, is talking all about that and how to do that.
Oh, fantastic. I cannot wait. She's got some of those interviews already in the hopper, and they are fantastic. And I love, love, love that you have such a buoyant, upbeat way of approaching this, of let's make it real, let's make it enjoyable, and let's make it happen, whatever it is that we're doing. Absolutely love. People listening, going to want to get to connect with you. What's the best way for them to reach you?
They can find me on Instagram at real Ashlee Stratton, and that's probably the best way you can connect with me. And then, of course, on this mini series coming up here on the Purpose Filled Life podcast. I'm super excited.
Fantastic. And if you can't find her there, and it's Ashlee with 2 E's and 2 T's on Stratton. If you can't find her there, go to ConnieSokol.com and just ask us, contact us, and we will get you in touch with her, because she is dynamite. Thanks so much for sharing with us today. We're excited for these awesome interviews, and we can't wait.
I am so excited too. Can't wait to share them.
And as always, if you loved this interview and you want more of these mini series, then you can go below, rate, review, and subscribe, and you can check out all the goodies we have to help you live your purpose-filled life.